Who runs the best bend? And Bolt has gone well out of the blocks and he's already closing down.
16th and the Dodgers get on the board. He jumped all over a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. That was middle.
Options, Vinny Jr. Couldn't adjust his feet in time.
High-tech sports equipment is booming. There seems to be a new device or technology released every day that offers to improve your sleep, help with muscle recovery, improve your training effectiveness. But are these claims real? And what evidence exists to support their claims? Is it just marketing hype and lies designed to part you with your hard-earned cash? At Athlete IQ, we reviewed over 100 scientific articles and journals, looking for data that supported the claims of some of the more popular high-tech sports equipment. We found some items delivered even better benefits than they claimed, whereas some were bordering on fraudulent. In this video, we reviewed 9 of the latest sports tech and innovations that you can buy, or may have even spent your hard-earned on. Watch to the end to see what flops and what flies, and see what tech we would recommend based on the benefits. Whoop Strap. The Whoop Strap provides continuous tracking of heart rate variability, sleep patterns, and physical strain. It tracks recovery, sleep, strain, and various health metrics. It is widely used by elite athletes, including LeBron James and Michael Phelps, to monitor performance and recovery. Science says this study compared Whoop's heart rate variability, HRV data, with electrocardiogram, ECG readings, and found a high degree of accuracy. Evidence: wearable device accuracy for real-time monitoring of heart rate variability. A comparative study, Frontiers in Physiology Journal. Benefits: accuracy of HRV measurement. Whoop demonstrated a high correlation with ECG readings, with correlation coefficients often reported above 0.90. Recovery insights. By following Whoop's recommendations, athletes experienced better performance and reduced injury rates. Sleep and recovery correlation. Whoop users who improved their sleep quality also saw improvements in their HRV and recovery metrics. User-reported accuracy of strain metrics. Over 85% agreement with perceived exertion levels. Improvement in recovery metrics. Users following Whoop's recovery recommendations reported a 20-30% reduction in injury rates and better performance. Garmin Forerunner 945, popular among runners and triathletes for its advanced GPS and performance tracking. Tracks running dynamics, VO2 max, training status, and more. Science says the Garmin Forerunner 945 is a valid and reliable device for heart rate monitoring across a range of physical activities. It provides accurate heart rate data comparable to that of gold standard ECG measurements. Evidence validation of heart rate monitoring. Journal of Medical Internet Research, JMIR. Benefits accuracy in heart rate monitoring. The Garmin Forerunner 945 had a high correlation, 0.96, with ECG readings, indicating good accuracy. Accuracy in VO2 measurement. The study found that the VO2 max estimates provided by the Forerunner 945 closely correlated with those obtained through laboratory-based testing methods. The correlation between the Forerunner 945's VO2 max estimates and the laboratory measurements was high, with a coefficient, JAR, of approximately 0.92. Catapult Vector, utilized by professional sports teams for player tracking and performance analytics. The Vector provides detailed speed, distance, acceleration, and workload data. Science says yes. The Catapult Vector system is effective in monitoring and managing training loads to prevent injuries in elite athletes. Evidence: monitoring training load with Catapult Vector to prevent injuries in elite athletes. Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research. Benefits: injury reduction, 20% decrease in overall injury rates. Player load, TM. Threshold: a player load.tm threshold was identified, where a workload beyond this threshold increased injury risk by 30%. Correlation coefficients. The study examined the correlation between training load metrics and injury incidence. Training load metrics had a correlation coefficient of R range 0.85 with injury incidence, indicating a strong relationship. High-intensity efforts and injury risk. Risk of injury increased by 25% for every additional 50 high-intensity efforts beyond the optimal range. Hyperis Hypervolt, a percussive therapy device used by athletes to accelerate muscle recovery and relieve soreness. Includes Bluetooth connectivity for guided routines via the Hyperis app. Used by athletes across multiple sports. Science says, yes, there is scientific evidence supporting the efficacy of the Hyperis Hypervolt in achieving results for muscle recovery and pain relief. Evidence. The acute effects of percussive massage therapy on flexibility and muscle soreness. Journal of Sports Science and Medicine benefits. Improvement in flexibility. Participants who received percussive massage therapy showed an average increase in range of motion, ROM, by 10 to 12% compared to the control group. Reduction in muscle soreness. Participants reported a reduction in muscle soreness by approximately 30-35% immediately after the percussive massage therapy session, and this effect persisted for up to 48 hours post-treatment. Enhanced recovery. The percussive massage therapy group demonstrated a significant decrease in DOMS by about 25% at 24 and 48 hours post-exercise compared to the control group. Additionally, participants rated their perceived recovery as improved by approximately 20% compared to baseline measurements. Normatec Recovery System compression therapy device used to enhance circulation and reduce muscle fatigue. Uses dynamic air compression to massage limbs and improve blood flow. Used by elite athletes such as Cristiano Ronaldo and NBA players for faster recovery. Science says, yes, there is scientific evidence supporting the efficacy of the Normatec recovery system in achieving results for muscle recovery and pain relief. Evidence. The role of pneumatic compression in enhancing recovery. A clinical review. Sports medicine. Benefits, reduction in muscle soreness and fatigue. Participants reported a 30-50% decrease in perceived muscle soreness and fatigue compared to control conditions. Improvement in muscle function. There was a 10-15% improvement in muscle performance metrics in the days following exercise. Reduction in swelling and inflammation. Participants experienced a 20-30% reduction in limb swelling and lower levels of C-reactive protein, CRP, and creatine kinase, CK, compared to control groups. Enhanced blood flow and lymphatic drainage. Enhanced blood flow was associated with a 15-20% increase in perfusion compared to baseline measures. Improved perception of recovery. The review found a 20-25% improvement in perceived recovery scores compared to those not using pneumatic compression. Kinesiology tape. Kinesiology tape is a therapeutic tape applied directly to the skin. It is purported to provide support and stability to muscles and joints without restricting the body's range of motion. It is also claimed to alleviate pain and facilitate lymphatic drainage by microscopically lifting the skin. Athletes across various sports, including Olympians, have been seen using kinesiology tape. Science says, lack of scientific evidence. The clinical significance of the findings is questionable. Evidence. The effects of kinesio. Taping on muscle strength, range of motion, and proprioception. A systematic review of the evidence. Sports Medicine Journal and effectiveness of kinesio taping on sports performance abilities and injuries. Systematic review. Physiotherapy Theory and Practice Journal. Benefits. Both studies concluded that there is little evidence to support the effectiveness of kinesiology tape in enhancing muscle strength, range of motion, or proprioception. They pointed out that while some studies suggest minor benefits, the overall quality of evidence is low. Athos Smart Apparel Smart Clothing provides real-time data on muscle activity, helping athletes optimize their workouts. Identifies imbalances and improper form that could lead to injuries. Offers insights into muscle performance and fatigue, aiding in targeted training. Science says the Athos Smart Apparel is a valid and reliable tool for measuring muscle activation, providing comparable accuracy to traditional research-grade systems. Evidence: validity and reliability of surface electromyography measurements from a wearable athlete performance system. Journal of Sports Science and Medicine. Benefits: practical integration. The Athos system's integration into athletic apparel eliminates the need for adhesive electrodes and complex setup, making it more practical for regular use by athletes and coaches. Real-time data. Athos provides real-time data on muscle activation, allowing athletes and coaches to adjust training techniques on the fly to optimize performance and reduce injury risk. Dynamic sports movements. The study supports the use of Athos for measuring muscle activity during dynamic sports movements, not just in controlled laboratory settings. This makes it a valuable tool for real-world athletic training and performance monitoring. Mindfulness apps, Headspace and Calm. Mindfulness apps such as Headspace, Calm, and Insight Timer claim to offer numerous benefits including stress reduction, improved focus, better sleep, reduced anxiety and depression symptoms, and enhanced overall well-being. Science says there is a growing body of scientific research demonstrating the effectiveness of app-based mindfulness interventions in promoting mental health and well-being. Evidence: the effect of mindfulness, training on performance in elite athletes. The sport psychologist. Benefits: improved focus. This study found that athletes who engaged in mindfulness training showed significant improvements in focus, performance consistency, and the ability to stay present during competitions. Greater resilience. Mindfulness training was shown to enhance mental toughness, resilience, and the ability to handle competitive stress among adolescent athletes. PEMF 8000 Pro Electromagnetic Therapy Device. Electromagnetic therapy devices claim to promote healing and enhance athletic performance by using electromagnetic fields to stimulate cells and tissues. Science says studies have found no substantial evidence that electromagnetic therapy devices enhance muscle recovery or athletic performance compared to placebo treatments. Evidence: the effect of electromagnetic therapy on muscle recovery and performance in athletes. Sports medicine. Benefits: systematic review. A systematic review concluded that while electromagnetic therapy shows promise in some medical applications, its efficacy in sports performance and recovery remains unproven. Our favorites and recommendations. Out of all of these devices, which one is our favorite and which tech would we buy? Depending on your specific needs, it is clear that wearables like the Garmin Forerunner 945 and Whoop strap are accurate and trustworthy. There are clear and measurable benefits to the Normatec recovery system, and Athos Smart Apparel can be used to capture accurate data about your movement and training. However, the clear standouts for us at Athlete IQ are the Catapult Vector for training and the Hyperis Hypervolt for effective recovery. The Hypervolt shows significant benefits, with study participants reporting a reduction in muscle soreness by approximately 30-35% immediately after the percussive massage therapy session. Thanks for watching Athlete IQ, subscribe, and stay up to date with the latest in sports technology.